that service continues, and that is into the net. A couple of wild swings of momentum in this first set. Lewisburg stormed out, scored the first 5 points. Davidson rallied, went up 3. And now we're one serve from Sarah Foster away from a tie. 13-12 Davidson. Here's Labadorf off the near side this time.
Looks like no touch again up there on that block.
13 all. Back to Sarah Foster again. Labadorf steers it ahead. Touched across. Hartsfield got her left hand on it. That's blocked, kept alive. And
wow, 3 plays in a row here where calls are being made that they're not touching those blockers' hands.
14-13. Davidson back up by 1. So here's to the junior Sarah Labadorf. Hartsfield gets to it, and that was the 3rd hit. Not sure if Wood wasn't sure how many touches that was, if she was just going for that very hard angle just across the net. If that's the approach, that shot is there, but it's not executed. And
it's a really tough one to get, especially when your body's coming in straight on and you try to turn to that right angle at the last second.
Well, there's an ace. Megan Shea.
Looked like some miscommunication there. I think their setter thought someone else was coming in to help, and no one was able to get over there.
All right, timeout, Lewisburg.
Great serve there.
Spartans up 16-13. Looked like Phillips was in position on that back line to handle it. I'm not sure if there was late movement on that serve, but whatever we've seen from Davidson, Molly Gwaltney has been able to kind of just monitor her team and watch her team work through a very difficult early patch in this first set.
And throughout those first few points, you never really saw Davidson lose their composure either. They seemed to stay calm. They still were focusing on what they needed to do, but never seemed to panic when Lewisburg went out on that run at the beginning.
There's a look at Molly Gwaltney, who, believe it or not, this is now her 4th season here with the Community School of Davidson. Prior to this, though, she was working at a car dealership in finance. But she did play volleyball at Belmont Abbey, grew up in Colorado. Parents, aunts, and uncles are here, and there's a look at Erica Womack. The lifer for Lewisburg. Not only is she in her 11th year as the head coach of the Warriors, she attended high school at Lewisburg and played in a state championship in 1997 for these Warriors. Basically, her whole family, including her fiancé, she's getting married coming up in June. They're all here today.
You see the sub being made. I think serve receive is really going to be a key for Lewisburg to be able to stay in this game, is to have the passing, that they have different options to run on their offense. 17-13 Davidson. Spartans' biggest lead of this opening set. It's pushed across. Labadorf sets it up. Hoffman plays it wide, and it goes right through the fingertips of Saunders. And Davidson continuing to pull away. De Cristofaro credited with the point. It's 18-13 Spartans. You hear a lot of the time about the 7th man on a volleyball court being momentum, and you have to wonder, is that 7th man with Davidson right now?
Well, this will be tough to handle. Phillips free ball from basically the end line. Labadorf with this set. And the save of the back line by Ferguson, but it will land. Ferguson was there. She got it in the air. Phillips couldn't get over to it. And Davidson goes up 19-13.
Looks like miscommunication is really taking a toll on Lewisburg. Such a great up there, and just not sure who's going to finish the play.
Labadorf sends it across. This is Bolton. Got the touch. Badly needed point for the Warriors. 19-14.
And needing to make any kind of run they can at this point before Davidson gets any closer to 25.
Here's the sophomore Journey Hartsfield. Been great setting things up for Lewisburg so far in this first set. Quick set, there's the block. Whitney Bolton got on it. Bolton, who is grandpa and uncle, all former teachers at Lewisburg. It's a common thread. A volleyball community, and one where a lot of people stay home. They love their community. 19-15 Davidson. A touch, and it goes wide. Montgomery was there, didn't have the double block, went off her left hand and out of bounds.
And just like that, Lewisburg is back in within 3.
19-16, Davidson. A solid serving again by Hartsfield. There's a block and a land. Cristofaro, another one. Just a sophomore. This is a fairly young team, but their bench has been huge all year. Cristofaro, Megan Shea. 2016 Davidson.
Looking like it's going to be a battle from both sides until the end.
Hoffman. Ferguson to Saunders, now Phillips. They play this point entirely off the back line. Back chasing is Hoffman. What a great effort. Tumbling shoulder over shoulder. Hoffman couldn't keep it alive.
And even getting up with a great big smile on her face, knowing that hustle is what really counts.
Touched across. Saunders is on it. There's the set. Marshall. Cristofaro, and Hartsfield right on it. The timing was there, but the trajectory a little bit off.
Such a great effort and a good touch there.
It was pure power, steaming right at Hartsfield. 21-17 Davidson. Hoffman serving. Spartans closing in on the opening set. It's pushed across. Labrador, the back set. And Liza Mitchell puts it down, and Davidson within 3 of the opening set. Timeout, Lewisburg.
You see that excitement from Coach Gwaltney there, trying to make sure her players are feeding off of it. It looks like even some of the players are jumping in, trying to have a voice and continue that excitement and that momentum that they've really gotten a good start on.
22-17 Davidson. And again, if you're tuning in a little bit late, this opening set looked like a runaway the other way. Lewisburg scored the first 5 points. Davidson finally rallied to tie it at 8. Went ahead and really have not looked back. Lewisburg tied it up once, but now it's 22-17 in favor of Davidson.
And even as Lewisburg got out on that 5-0 run, Davidson never even used that timeout. Gave her players a chance to continue working through what they needed to. And here she sits within 3 points and still has both timeouts.
Erica Womack talking with us before the game said that the team has been pumped and focused all week. It's a small community. Everybody is kind of joining hands in support of this volleyball program that's been so good for so long. And back here in the state championship for the first time in 9 years. But they're getting all they can handle with the Spartans here in this opening set. Davidson now at 2 points away.
You can still see that little bit of frustration building with not being able to finish these plays.
23-17 Davidson. Senior Sarah Hoffman, solid serve. Saunders will try to save, can't do it. And it is set point for Davidson. 7 of them. Hoffman sends it deep. Marshall has to play it. The bump set. Wood. Lavendorf is on it. The set by Hoffman. Rachel Crawford's attempt to put the set away denied. That one tipped and blocked back across. Hartsfield plays the middle. Saving is Hoffman. Lavendorf the back set. Mitchell well long.
You can tell she got it pulled just a little bit wide on that and ball got behind her.
24-18. Serve to the senior Mackenzie Wood. Lavendorf quick set, touchdown, handled by Foster. And shoved deep cross court. That might have been going wide, but played irregardless. Mitchell. They set it up to the outside with the left, blocked. Kept alive by Lewisburg. Third hit, Marshall. Sends it deep far corner. A chance for the set here. Cristofaro, oh, what a dig by Hartsfield, but it will not count. The officials have halted the play. Point to Davidson. And a team that has never been here on this stage certainly is not acting like it. Davidson wins the opening set 25-18, and they will